So here we go then, welcome back to live coverage of the EGCA Champions League qualifiers. It is our second semi-final, last game of the day. A place in the final of these qualifiers and a ticket to the finals. Brussels taking on Lyon. Brussels throwing from right to left, Lyon from left to right. Brussels in the all-white shirts. Clisson Mapreni, yes, Uni, and Jamel is on the left. That first throw from Clisson Mapreni from Brussels. And he blocks that one as well. And for Lyon, we have Alexander Almeida, Felix Vargas and Ha.Vi.2. Clisson Mapreni on that far side takes a step, goes down the centre. Felix Vargas makes that save, diving to his right foot. Uni's playing in the centre for Brussels. And on this near side, it is Jamal, who is wearing the number 4 shirt for Brussels. So a fascinating matchup between these two. Niall, Brussels, one of the stronger teams in this tournament, won 4 games out of 4. Lyon have really gone like a wave throughout this tournament, picked up a really good win over Fen Tigers, who beat in the other semi-final, and then were involved in a really good semi-final, quarter-final I should say. So 2 teams with 2 different stories in this tournament. A fascinating matchup.
It's going to be a fascinating matchup. They've already played each other once in this tournament so far. They played each other yesterday, so they already know how each other play. Now it's to see who's going to adapt and can they remember how each other played. Yesterday Uni was out on the wing for them, and now he's shifting to the centre. He did that in the last game. He was in the centre for the majority of the game, and he had a lot of positives in that centre.
So Lyon defeated Sporting by 8-6 in the quarterfinals. Stretched out by Uni, as Brussels defeated Berlin by 10-3, but the scoreline didn't really tell the whole story. A tougher game than that. Quick fire response for Felix Vargas towards Jamal. Jamal now just takes a couple of steps back from right to left, and there is a timeout called from Brussels, and I think just there's extra couple of seconds before that throw, just gave the opportunity to bring that timeout.
Yeah, the timeout came just to avoid the 10-second call there. The bench recognised that he wasn't ready to take his shot, so the likelihood is it might either be a shot on play now or a premature throw just to get the ball away. Just to tidy up, the Brussels team did give away a few 10-second penalties in their quarter-final game. Luckily, they were on the winning side of a few of them, but they just need to tidy up that side of their game a little bit and be a bit sharper as they're standing up. They go through two styles of play. They either go really fast or really slow. And here comes the premature throw now, just to make sure there is no 10-second penalty given away.
So ball over to Lyon. We are awaiting our first goal of this semi-final. Alexander Almeida with that attempt there. So we are at 300 goals for the weekend. Quite incredible. We had 200 goals yesterday. We have now surpassed the 300 goal mark.
20 games, 300 goals. A lot of goals in goal.
Ha.Vi.2 on this near side. Goes towards that right pocket, trying to sneak through Uni and Jamal.
Looked like he put his whole body through that one.
Jamal diving towards this near side, and that one is blocked by Ha.Vi.2. Giving the ball over to Felix Vargas, who has produced some big goals at pivotal moments. Vargas on that far side.
Giving Vargas the centre position, so then now he can use the whole court to his advantage.
And there is the first goal, and it is Uni with the first goal for Brussels.
Very good worked first goal there from Uni. He's coming from the centre, so it's really hard to know where you're going to be shooting from, and he hits out to the wing.
Can Lyon hit back straight away? Well, to save that from Uni after making that goal. So at the moment, Dan Roper leading the goal scoring, 28 goals. Uni now in second spot with 21. Salainen and Erki Minala both on 18. So here is Jamal throwing from his near side towards Bouillier on the right for Lyon. So Lyon in these maroon shirts with the white stripe going down the side. Throwing from left to right, aiming for that left pocket. It goes across the goal and it takes all three of the Brussels players to convene on the ball. And Jamal now will throw. Goes from near side to the far side. So Jamal's getting through a lot of the throws so far this morning, in this semi-final, I should say.
Yeah, he gives a very nice strong bounce. That's a consistent speed, and it picks up on the second bounce. I think Uni will bring himself into the game and throw a lot more shots soon. But it looks like he's just trying to settle himself in the centre. He's already got a goal under his belt, but settle himself defensively and then push through. Cleason just needs to keep that ball on the court at the moment. That's the last couple shots from Cleason that's been out. Just needs to make some adjustments to his orientation and find the court.
Well, Cleason were plenty. 15 goals so far in the tournament, so 2 players with high goal tallies, and that's a high ball given against Felix Vargas. So a chance now here for Uni to score another one. Oh, great save, Felix Vargas. He really met up at the high ball line with purpose, authority, and that is a good save.
Yeah, Uni tried to take it quick on play to try to surprise Vargas, but he went straight down the middle and it went straight into Vargas's chest.
Peterborough with that effort, so it remained 1-0 to Brussels, and it's going to be Cleason Plenty who's just standing slightly right of centre, aiming for that right pocket. That's blocked. Vargas and Alexander Almeida will block, and Almeida throws down that far side.
Cleason's made the adjustment now. He stepped into the court a little bit more, and he's looking at going cross court now, across the centre. So he's trying to get some shots in on the court and then find his line. And I can see him pushing it back to the pocket or the wing line opposite him.
So here is Jamal down this near side of the court, just aims more towards the centre of the goal. Bouillier with the effort right down the middle, and that one's saved by Uni. Uni stands up tall, goes towards the middle of the goal, and that one's blocked by Felix Vargas.
It looks like Uni overstretched to defend that one and flicked it just over Cleason.
Well, 1-1, and we've got a semi-final on our hands here between Lyon and Brussels.
Uni, just flicking that ball around Cleason there. He's going to learn when you're playing centre. There's some balls you got to die for. Some balls you just got to let your winger block.
In comes the throw from Almeida, who now sprints back into position over on the far side of the court. Nick Giral, that effort also blocked. Bouillier takes a moment to pause and then engages, goes towards that right pocket. Yes, Uni. So impressive so far over the 2 days. Has the goal in this semi-final for Brussels. Well, compared to our previous match that we watched together, where we had 5 goals inside the first 2 minutes, this is a lot more of a chess match, as we've been calling some of the games so far this weekend.
Yeah, this semi-final, this means a lot to both teams. It gives them, if they win, they're through to the next round, and they don't want to put themselves into the third place game. when they have to make it a must-win situation.
As that one squeezed through, not quite. Jamal comfortably picks up the ball, so it is the top 3 in this tournament that go through to the Champions League finals, as that one just goes the right side of the post from Lyon's perspective.
Well, we've been watching the Brussels teams in the past. We've spoken a lot about Uni and Gleeson, but Jamal has played a really good first quarter of this first half, well, the first half of the first half.
Quick response that from Felix Vargas, and that one is blocked wide.
It's Jamal just tipping that around the post.
So of course the winner of this game will face up to Old Power in the final, but as Niall quite rightly mentioned, will book their place in the Champions League finals, which will take place in Montenegro. But the loser of this will take on the Fen Tigers in that 3rd to 4th place match, which is arguably, probably is the most nervy game of the whole weekend. Because at least, I guess, you know, in the semi-finals you've got fail-safe of that 3rd, 4th playoff to go again.
Yeah, the 3rd place game is your last chance of this tournament to try to get that place booked. It's more than just a bronze medal to them; it's booking that place and coming back. Both teams are coming back after that in that bronze medal game to prove something.
Now with that effort, trying to get it between Vargas and Bouillia. Interestingly, though, both of these teams, of course, were in as Fen Tigers, which will be the team they'll face if they are in that 3rd to 4th place playoff, and beat them, both Brussels and Lyon. As that one ends up into the back of there, Uni makes a big move. That is 2-1.
Une with a big shot there. Doesn't look like Felix was very happy about his mistake he made there. Flicks the ball over the winger.
On middle towards the high ball line. That's a long ball given against Almeida. It's a potential for 2 goals in the space of 2 throws here for Brussels.
It's a big penalty for Brussels right now to push this lead.
And a timeout has been called here by Brussels.
Almeida set himself up on his right wing. It looks like he guessed right where the Brussels team were looking to take their shot, which forced Brussels into timeout and maybe forced them into using a timeout that they didn't want to use right now, because the coaching staff might not be prepared to give the right information in. So now they're essentially burn their timeout for the first half, because every team likes to keep their timeouts. There are three more timeouts for the second half for the tactics and later in the game. Almeida sets himself up in the back centre.
And that does end up in the back of the net. Tristan Mapreni gets into the goal scoring tally in the semi-final, and that is 3-1 to Brussels. Okada Puilia, can he hit back straight away? Well, with that effort that's blocked. Jamal just takes a step to his right. He's still on this near side of the court. He goes down the middle. Felix Vargas takes it and claims it and goes back to the centre of his goal. Uni is right down the middle. Quick reply from Felix Vargas.
Felix Vargas likes his quick returns. When he gets that block in clean and it comes up to his hands, he wants to take that quick return and test the opponents.
Bouillia. And he goes towards that left pocket. Elias Uni responds. And that's a high ball against Uni, so just offering into a route into the game. once again here, Lyon. And Uni, well, he seemed a bit perplexed as he was just sort of walking around the court there.
It was a clear high ball to me. He didn't get down deep enough for his rotation, and it just lifted.
Felix Vargas, wide chance. Passes them by Felix Vargas. So still it is Brussels who lead by 3-1. Summer Trenny is down that far side. That one is wide of the mark. Brilliant. Oh, that's a great effort. That's just tipped onto the crossbar by Uni, but Lyon's still threatening. Alexander Almeida. He just takes a couple of steps towards this near side. Rotation throw out towards this near side.
Looks like they're really trying to test Jamal there, but he's been very strong in this up. He nearly squeezed that one through there as well, but strong hands there from the centre.
Yeah, with that effort.
Uni's up and looks determined for this one.
The timeout has been called here. So Brussels leading by 3-1, 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Of course, this is for a place in the final and for your ticket to the EGCA Champions League finals, which will take place in Montenegro.
2 minutes 35 left in the first half. It looks like the Lyon team were discussing tactics, getting fluids on board, getting ready to take the shot. Felix Vargas has the ball in the centre, and it's looking like he is going to do, coming from his pocket, his left pocket. Still trying to test Jamal there on the wing.
So Cleeson McPlenny now, he just goes over towards that far side of the court. Just takes a moment and goes cross court. So, substitution here for Lyon. It's Carabuelia who comes off, and Thomas Martins Ramos comes on for Lyon.
Referee coming over, check the eye shades now, check the patches. It gives Lyon now a chance just to readjust and make the adjustments. It looks like Ramos is coming onto the wing. He's meeting back centre. Down.
So Martins Ramos playing on the left, Felix Vargas in the centre, Almeida on the right. Change up in the wing. Switching wings Almeida. Martins Ramos straight into the thick of the action. With a great effort.
Only wanted to test the substitute coming on. It's always good to test them, just to see how they warmed up and if they're still warm.
That one goes into the centre of the court. Jamal with possession of the ball on this near side. He just hands it over to Cleeson McPlenny. Pedals towards that far side. He throws cross court to this near side. That one's blocked. And Almeida stands up tall. Moves towards that right pocket. There's space there, but Uni covers. Uni, wicked bouncing effort, and into the back of the net in the centre of the goal. Uni adds another one, and now it's 4-1.
It looked like Vargas wasn't expecting that ball to go to his hip side. I think he thought that was going to his hand side. He looked like his hands were ready for it, and he had tried to make the adjustment. It just wasn't enough.
There's December plenty. And that cross-court block, and that one is saved. All down the centre of the court. And Uni, who's been so effective in this first half, hands it over to his teammate Clisson Mapreni, two really high-scoring players for Brussels. Mapreni just goes wide on that occasion, down the far side of the court.
Lyon looked like they just need to tighten up a little bit, and they're starting to create some gaps in the pockets on both sides.
Jamal with that save from Almeida. 30 seconds of the first half remaining. What goes towards this near side. Uni's so impressive. He feels like he's really tested Lyon with every throw he's taken this first half.
Yeah, it's like he's had his individual matches with each individual player on this Lyon team. He's tested Almeida and Ramos already.
Felix Vargas makes a quick reply. Goal now for Lyon would just give them an advantage going into this. Something to hold on into the second half, but they're not going to get that. Clisson Mapreni. That one's wide. Well, they've got 4 seconds. Have to be quick, and they are. It's wide.
1.2 seconds left on the clock to get this shot off. I don't.
Even for Uni, that was going to be
Even for Uni. Yeah, it was always going to be a tough one. We saw Sacramento earlier score one with 4.5 left on the clock. 1.2 is a good 75% less than that.
So half-time in this semi-final, and it is Brussels who lead by 4-1. But I don't think that scoreline really tells the full story there, Niall. And Lyon have really given Brussels a good game despite the scoreline.
They have. Lyon's definitely given them the game, given them a tough game to play as well. Lyon do need to tighten up defensively. They did create some gaps there which Brussels weren't able to capitalise on. They were pushing out towards the wings, which Lyon did have covered, but then they left their pockets exposed. It's a wave. It's going to be a wave of two halves now. Can Lyon score the first goal? If they score the first goal, chip back into the lead, gap back and cut the lead down, or can Brussels put their foot on the gas and extend their lead out?
So it is half-time then in this semi-final between Brussels and Lyon. Brussels leading by 4-1. So for now, we'll just take a short break before we join you at the start of the second.
12 minutes of this game. Brussels taking only on the score 4-1 as we go into the second half.
Welcome to the second half of the second semi-final game.
So we're nearly ready to go for our second half of the semi-final.
Brussels on my right. Half-time score, Lyon 1, Brussels 4. Lyon starts with the ball, quietly center.
So it is Lyon who will throw from right to left. Brussels from left to right. Brussels in the white shirts, blue numbers on the back. And in those maroon shirts. And that throw from Clisson McClenny on this near side. Well, Brussels lead by 4 goals to 1. But we were talking just before that break about the scoreline, and it really giving us the whole story. Lyon certainly well in this game if they get the tactics and take their chances right. Uni now has been good offensively, has produced some real magic moments in this semi-final so far. For example, Almeida with the opportunity for Lyon, but Clisson right behind that one. Clisson goes on top of the crossbar, so that's the first big chance that is created by Brussels.
Leon's made the adjustment and putting Ramos into the centre position, putting Vargas out onto the wing with Almeida, and see if that pays a bit of benefit for them.
An awkward bouncing effort that does fall into the path of Clisson McClenny. Dummy run from Uni out to that far side. McClenny still on the near side, that's the run. And then it was a bouncing ball down the centre of the court that's stopped by Martins Ramos. Almeida with the effort towards Uni in the centre of the court. Jamal, who just leans on the crossbar and goes towards that far side of the court. That one's saved. Here comes Felix Vargas. And they have, of course, Cadabuelia on the bench, who has produced some really big goals. And Lyon, of course, came from a position of being 6-3 down against Fen Tigers to win it 7-6, and is that the start of a potential comeback here for Lyon?
It might well be. They've got the first goal, they've got the lead to just down to 2. How can Clisson respond to this one?
So just over 10 minutes to go in this second half. Here is Clisson McClenny, right into the path. Martins Ramos. Felix Vargas takes a big thump into the crossbar, goes down his far side. Jamal makes the save. Jamal with that block. Big efforts from Uni. He is closer towards his goal on that occasion. Here's Felix Vargas. That effort is wayward.
The Brussels team looking like they're up to go a majority on the bounce shots at the moment. I think they need to bring the game back a bit and give it a bit more shot variation. Currently they're playing very similar.
Well, there was space there in between that pocket, that left pocket, and they really went for it, and it just took a last pitch leg to scoop it over the crossbar, but that space was there. Throw down that far side, that one goes wide, and here is Jamal, number 4 for Brussels, who is standing left of centre, throwing from left to right, goes down the middle of the court, blocked by Martins Ramos. Felix Vargas. That one is wide.
Looks like Vargas was looking to extend the court there. Just check on across court. There's been a lot of straight shots from into pockets.
Throw towards this near side. That one's blocked by Clisson. Uni who comes to retrieve it. And Uni scores. Pierces it right through the centre. Martin de Ramos has shifted to his left. And they've opened up through the centre of the court. And Brussels now move into a 5-2 lead now.
Yeah, that was that gap that Clisson nearly scored through, and then Uni thought, I tell you what, I'll have a go in that gap as well.
Yeah, he certainly did. That's 4 now for Uni.
Very big first stop. Team scored a goal is always a tense one. Uni straight down the middle with that. That's Ramos is just going to defend that one nice and easy.
That one just goes over the top of Uni and into the back of the net. So just when you think for a split second that Brussels might just now plough on, Lyon just offer a comeback into the game, and it is 5-3. Dummy run from Jamal. And here is Clisson Mepreni. That gap is there. And they're really targeting that left pocket now.
They are really targeting the left pocket. They got legs to adjust. I don't know if they're going to be able to get there every time, especially with the pace of what the Brussels team can offer. Opting to take out a shot back. And he was under time pressure to get that one away before the 10-second shot clock expired.
Shot was saved down the centre of the court. Here's Alexander Almeida. A long ball given. And again, this is a chance for Brussels to open up that 3-goal lead. Who's going to take this one?
And it looks like Cleason's opting to take it. Uni's got himself back into the goal.
White, please. Play.
Martinelli in the centre, his goal. Scores down the middle. And that is 6-3.
That's the downside when you go up to the high ball line when you're defending. You give yourself the angle if they're going across court, but you give yourself less time to react if they're doing a straight shot.
Felix Vargas with the effort down that far side. Cross-court effort. And that one is blocked. Well, it is Brussels who lead by 6-3. 7 minutes to go in this second half. Well, this game is going the way that probably most people thought it would, but it's been a lot closer than people thought it would as well.
Definitely, it's only a 3-goal gap at the moment. Lyon are knocking on the door. They just need to tidy up a few mistakes, cover up their gaps, and make the adjustments on the defensive side of things. Offensively, they've got firepower. Offensively, they're going to trouble Brussels. Currently, they need to move away from hitting bodies and hitting the open gaps. But Brussels are doing a really good job of covering the gaps as well.
And that's a high ball given against Felix Vargas, and as soon as he started talking now about silly mistakes, and that's another one that for Lyon.
Yeah. Currently they're trying to shoot at 100%. Cleason stepped up for this one. They put the last one in the back of the net.
Can he do it then? He's on the play. It's blocked. Well, that one's saved. So Felix Vargas reprieve for Lyon.
It's a let off there for the Lyon team. That could have been a 4-goal a 4-goal deficit. They kept it within 3.
7 minutes remaining in the second half. Uni. Some awkward effort that is blocked successfully by Lyon. Now here's Felix Vargas. He goes down the middle of the court. Uni. No mistake there.
Only reminds me of a matador stamp with his bounce, ready to attack the ball.
He certainly gives it his all as well when he unleashes the ball. Sometimes you see the sparks coming off the court. Ramos scrambling to go and get that ball. He gives it back to his teammate Almeida on the left side. On a 45-degree sling down the centre of the court by Almeida as we approach the final quarter.
Good strong block out there from the Lyon team, pushing that ball out with the chest to the out of bounds.
Brussels 6, Lyon 3. With 6 minutes remaining. Goal here for Lyon. We'll just start to let Brussels really think. Here is Clisson McKenny. Oh, and that goes underneath the body of Martin Ramos, and that could be the goal that just gives them that bit of breathing room going into the final 5 minutes and 45 seconds.
Ramos's body position was shifting to the left, and then it just went under him. Clisson was smart enough to cut it back to the right. Looks like Ramos is making way for Caballero as well, coming back on. Yeah, Caballero does give him that shot power. It looks like Vargas might be opting to switch back into the centre position. He's finding the front centre.
Yeah, he's slam bang in the centre of his orientation area. Bouilliers to the right and Almeida to the left, and it is Bouillier on the far side of the court. Oh, that is a high ball given straight away against Bouillier. The impact he didn't want to make, and a chance here for Brussels to add an 8th and really almost cement, rubber stamp their place in the final. Another penalty conceded here for Lyon. Uni. No mistake from Uni. French prodigy plants it into the back of the net, and it is 8-3.
No master step on that one. He was straight down to business, get that on the back of the net.
Well, we have to discuss our potential player of the match, Niall. I think Uni's certainly up there. Credible shout as well to Jamal, as that one just went past the outside of the post.
Definitely, Jamal's not been getting on the score sheet, but he's definitely been putting a shift in defensively, and what Jamal's been doing, he's been opening up the shots for Uni and Clisson to hit, because he's been stretching the court wide for them. But then we've got Uni as well. You can't ignore the amount of goals, and there we go. We talk about Jamal now. He finally gets himself onto the scorer's sheet,
Willing it into the back of the net, and Jamal gets onto the score sheet, and it is 9-3 now to Brussels. With that effort, that one goes wide. That one goes cross court to that far side. That one is blocked. Bouillier, Felix Vargas in the centre now. Going to his centre counterpart. Uni goes underneath Uni and into the back of there. Well, Lyon not giving up on this. 5 minutes remaining.
and the name I was going to mention from the Lyon side was that Felix Vargas. He's been switching around different positions on the court seamlessly, and he's been able to help the team, and he just put the ball on the back of the net for them there as well. And he nearly did it again.
Certainly did. He's certainly got a spark again now. Well, we always like to try and pick a player from each side. So Uni and maybe Felix Vargas, 2 options, player of the match.
Yeah, Une has been put in the... Without his goals, Brussels would not be in the lead on this one.
So the 2 number 9s for player of the match. That poll is now live.
It just so happens they're both centres again.
We like a centre player, don't we? The glue that holds it together.
The anchor of the team. Not that I'm biased at all at any point.
And some of Premi down this near side. That one goes wide. We will say some very honourable shouts for Jamal, the number 4 for Brussels, who's been very good. Some Premi with another good effort, a good save, I should say. And that's tipped away. Peterborough threatening, of course. But our 2 options: Felix Vargas or Uni for Brussels. That's a good bouncing effort from Jamal. Scrambled away.
A very good bouncing effort there from Jamal.
Almeida with a tester down the centre of the court. Quick response from Felix Vargas. Jamal is right there, in behind it.
Cleeson with a little bit of a clean up just in case. Jamal stretching the court there.
Peterborough with that effort down that far side of the court. Jamal, we're going to keep that left pocket, that gap between Vargas and Peterborough. That left pocket has been certainly an area where they've found success, Brussels, and they've certainly really tried to target in the second half.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what pairing Lyon put there, it's been the target there for Brussels. Jamal looks like after he's got his goal, he's got a bit more confidence going in his shooting there. Equipment check called and no throw, so the ball will go back to Lyon there.
It's an equipment check for Jamal. Just checking the patches and his eye shades. Also just a quick mop of the floor as well. Good block by Uni and Cleeson Preni, just getting in behind that. Right on the line for that long ball, but on the right side for Uni. 2.5 minutes remaining. Uni stretching as the ball is still just rolling out.
They're not going to have long on the shot on this one. They're going to take this. They're taking the time out to opt. So it's a smart move there by Brussels. Taking time out. There's no point trying to give away a 10-second penalty when you don't have to. They do have time to get the shot off. I don't know if it's going to be a movement shot. I think it's just going to be straight from the spot. But it looks like Lyon's made a bit of an adjustment there. Instead of being on the team line centre, the centre now has moved back to anticipate the bounce. Instead of letting the bounce come to them, they're waiting for it now. Earlier in the game, the bounces were coming underneath them, so they've taken that step back and they can let it hit them now rather than trying to attack it.
Down the centre of the court, managing to get it off quickly. Yeah, it's a response from Peterborough there. Everything must go in now as that one's tipped over the crossbar.
Une looked straight to the bench to see as soon as the ball went out what feedback he can get in, just to make sure he only heard one whistle, not two.
So confirming it is Brussels who lead by 9 goals to 4. Substitution then for Brussels. Jamal is going to come off, and you've been really impressed with his performance in the semi-final now.
Defensively, he's played a really strong game, and offensively, he's really helped his goal scorers just create the gaps to get these goals in, and he did add to his own scores account as well.
And that one sneaks through. We have talked about it so much, that left pocket.
That left pocket has been, unfortunately, it's been Lyon's downfall. They've just not been able to adjust to where they need to be, and they didn't shift across the centre.
Well, it was a venomous effort from Ha.Vi.2 as we enter into that final 2 minutes. Brussels lead by 10 goals to 4. In the first half, that was a really fought-out contest between the two sides. It's now Brussels who are really in the ascendancy.
Looks like Felix Vargas was signed into the bench, that he was looking for a substitution.
And here is that substitution now for Lyon. And there it is, Felix Vargas, great spot there. Well, as Vargas is going to come off, and it's going to be Martins Ramos who comes on. Well, Felix Vargas leading our poll of the player of the match.
He had to be honest with himself there. He's given it his all during this game and the tournament so far, and he might have just ran out of steam, which this Lyon team looks like they have done in the second half. They played such an intense first half, they might have just ran out of gas.
Flicked up into the air by Clisson, and that left pocket, they go for it again, and it just has a little bounce on the crossbar and falls on the other side of the goalpost.
You can see the top spin on that ball as it ricocheted off the crossbar and catapulted itself.
Well, I can confirm you're not just watching the same shot on repeat, they are really going left pocket, and they're going for it again, and they can't get through this time. Ha.Vi.2 and Martins Ramos, and you mentioned now that it doesn't really matter who's in that position to the centre and the right player, they're still targeting it, and now they've given away a penalty as well, so potential for another goal for Brussels, but they've just not been able to tighten up that position, no matter who is on the court.
No, they've not been able to tighten up that pocket for them. Ramos is down in his defensive position early.
And that one is blocked.
And it paid off for him.
Well, almost going for that left pocket position without even 3 players on the court there. So just over 30 seconds remain. Brussels are all but there into the final, and they just had a final flourish to this scoreline.
That's the first shot that we've not seen in that pocket for a long time.
Aiming it between the centre and the left winger. Just over 15 seconds now to go.
One more shot left in this game. Can Lyon finish it? No.
Almeida with a block. Uni tries to go for one more, and this will be the final bit of action. Day 2. And that is full time, and there is our confirmed finalists. It will be Old Power against Brussels competing in the final. As for Lyon, they'll take on Fen Tigers in the 3rd to 4th place match. But not only that for Brussels, they are now into the Champions League finals, which will take place in Montenegro in March. Brilliant double achievement. As for Lyon, they will go into shootout for that final spot between themselves and Fen Tigers. Niall.
So I'm not shocked to see who's made it to the final. The top of Group A and top of Group B made it to the finals. They did what they should have done, and they're